Alright everybody, welcome back to the final game of the night, Isurus up against Boreal, game number 3. I'm SP Revolution 5 for the JDL League season number 5. It is 1-1. Each team looking at this match saying, well, this could be it, boys. This could be it. Is it gonna be, oh, what is it? It's gonna be Division 2 for us, or are we gonna make it up to Division 1 somehow? And let me edit this score on stream. Of course, very happy to have you guys joining me once again. And I hope that that was a bit of a better solo cast last game than the first. But still a couple ums and So, I'm going to continue working on that. Of course, we'll be right into game number 3 right now. And, oh, this is going to be fun. They don't have the proper names in there. Sorry, I was just trying to get you guys. One thing you can do, if you can't see the video, or if you can just see the video right now, I hope you can at the moment. That's just game 2 of 3. Are you joking? My goodness. You can always go to TrackDota.com, though. They'll help you out in terms of what do we do. It's like every minute it gets updated with stats live from Dota TV. It also has streams hosted there. For instance, I believe they host our stream at the moment. I am going to just try and check only. Right now it may not be up just yet.
Radiant team back.
Interesting. I can't find it here. So
5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
we'll see. Anyways, back to the draft, as I was trying to find the game on TrackDota, and it doesn't appear to be there. The reason it doesn't appear to be there, and I'm an idiot, is because this game is not ticketed, which would be the same reason they don't have the right nicknames. Report Revo. He is noob. Just do it, okay?
5 seconds remaining.
It's gonna be oh so noob. Anyways, we do have Wisp being banned out, as well as Slark once again. Batrider and Sniper banned out by Boreal. You can't blame him after the Batrider play that was given out last game. Clockwork and Troll being banned out by Isurus instead. Just trying to grab myself a slight snack in the draft. We're just going to be the Nightman from Isurus. Something I believe we had, Boreal, was it? Ban out game 1?
Axe. Dire team pick.
I'm honestly not 100% sure about that one. Anyways, Axe will be picked up for Boreal now. And he's going to be that nice tanky presence who will scale off Lena and Nightstalker's additional attack speed they get from their passives. I'll be interested to see if Nightstalker is played as a core or support, but generally these days he's being played as a support. With a focus on the Ags, but And instead of this game, it looks like it will be a off lane, I'm assuming, Night Stalker. But Mirana, picked up by Boreal, a great hero to dodge those ganks, which are definitely going to be coming from Isurus' lineup. This lineup looking quite a bit similar to last game, only one issue. They don't have a solid initiator like the Batrider since he was banned out.
10 seconds.
They're going to need to grab a hard carry who can initiate or run the Night Stalker as a one-position Night Stalker, which will be very interesting.
Reserve time.
And Boreal probably waiting for that 5th pick to pick up their own hard carry. Could be the Mirana, though.
Radiant team back. Seconds remaining.
Will be a Phantom Lancer banned from Isurus.
5 seconds.
Again, they like that hero so much that they can't help but respect it.
Reserve time.
Boreal got a little bit of time to think here. Now, what is the initiator they want to take out of the pool? It's going to be Spectre, who is a hard carry that does have that initiation potential for sure. Really like it, actually, as a ban there. I love a good Spectre game, don't get me wrong, but I'm tired. I'm really tired right now, actually.
Remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
And I'm not looking forward to any 90-minute epic
Reserve time.
right now. Although I'm sure the game will be epic. It's going to be a Razor from Isurus.
Radiant team.
A hero with decent initiation potential, but mostly this team has a lot of chase. And, well, Boreal are going to look to lead them around the map. That's for sure. Boreal, though, they've got almost all their reserve time to use thinking about this final pick, if they choose to do so. They're looking for that hard farming carry, again, unless it's going to be the Mirana.
Reserve time.
Which these days, Mirana is not looked at as the greatest carry, although her leap would allow her to get away from Razor. It's going to be pretty decent against Lina. It's going to be a Shadow Fiend for Boreal, so...
Team pick.
And of course, since the roles and lanes were switched up, I'm assuming this is a safe lane Shadow Fiend. PQ, I'm assuming, is Penguin. And etc. Anyways.
10 seconds remaining. Prepare for battle.
Let's get into the game right now. And we will see how things are going to go. Qwerty Kun, who I'm assuming is Dolce. This is going to be a fun cast, I can already tell. It's going to be on the Night Stalker. We'll have 3-2-1, 3-2-1 on the Earthshaker. And this is Not Nadara. It's the other support. Oh, come on, Revo. Fullback. Yep. PNC El Magoo is going to be Nadara on the Witch Doctor. 10 will be DDX on the Lina. And last but not least, the Razor will be played by ASD, which is Pepita. Jeppens, keeping his same name here, will be on the Axe this time around. Penguin, or PQ, will be on the Marana, already with that arrow ready and waiting. Angry Testy will this time be on the Zeus, actually. Very interesting. KVH will probably be on our Shadow Fiend. Yep, and Shiny Symbols, who, to be completely honest, I don't remember who this is right now. I really don't. It's going to be on the Lion. And of course, the MSP Revolution 5 for Truesight TV. And I forgot the overlay. Let's fix that. And let me just go ahead and tell you guys that overlay will be fixed. Because I come from the future in 2 minutes' time. Chinese Symbols getting harassed out here. Probably going to call them by their in-game names. I apologize for that in advance. Actually, arrow going to come out. The body blocks weren't enough, though. The arrow coming out a little bit late. I'm going to check ping real quick. 37 milliseconds since we are back on US East. The overlay will be fixed very shortly. Although, I don't know why I'm saying it here. You guys aren't hearing me yet, and by the time you do, the overlay is fixed, so no problem about that. Meanwhile, no real heavy engagements going on just yet. Lina has taken a good chunk of damage, but that's gonna happen against Zeus. I mean, it's a pretty natural thing to happen as well. Jeppens in a lot of trouble, though, as he will actually get the taunt off. The physical damage won't be enough, but one more right click will do the job. He'll actually just turn around and say, you know what, I'm going down. Let's do a little more damage with a spin or something. And they got it. Also fixed sound. Please tell me what's wrong with the sound. Okay, apparently it's just one person. Sounds good. Or, for them, I guess it doesn't sound good, but that's the issue here. Yep, there we go. Overlay's all good, we're back into the game. Sorry once again for that, guys, because I hate for you guys to have to look at an overlay, but at least it's a very pretty overlay designed by our wonderful graphic designer. Meanwhile, Drain coming out on Jeppens. We'll get 14 damage away from him. Not that Axe really needs his right-click damage. He's more going to be farming with the counter helix, to be completely honest. And he's actually going to get hit with the Maledicts here. Blocked off once again by the Earthshaker. The arrow comes through, but splits everyone, as Axe will cut no more. And he will fall. He's actually still got an Observer, but he hasn't had the chance to get over to this camp to put it down. And they actually aren't even stacking, because they know they can kill Axe. And that is one advantage that this tri-lane has, is Earthshaker with his stun, and these two hard-hitting ranged heroes early on have an easy time taking down the big red Axe. So, double damage rune up for the Lina now. She has definitely picked up the bottle and a set of boots, as well as a magic stick. Quite a bit of farm up on her. In fact, overtaking the Zeus a bit as well, I believe. Yep. Arrow gonna come out, though it will miss. As DDX is very proactive about that. He just needs one more right click. It will come through. And he'll actually take down the Zeus there. Shadow Fiend, meanwhile, making a kill out on Night Stalker. Looks like just a double raise and some right clicks as well. With Lion's massive amount of disables coming out too. Witch Doctor is trying to stack this all up. And he actually will get one of them. Doesn't get the second stack, but we did have, oh, what's his name? Fullback Fullback, yes, on the Earthshaker, pulling off that other stack. It's really hard when they don't have their proper names up. And actually, arrow gonna come out. It will be dodged. Isurus, even for them having... Keep in mind, these guys are playing with 200-some ping. Most of them. They're actually doing just fine here. Dodging these arrows like pros, doing a lot to do it as well. Doing a lot to do it as well. That was said by Revo, 2015. And actually, Mirana is going to get spotted out here by the Night Stalker. He's just sitting here saying, no stack for you. Okay, just, we know you have a stack, I guess. Maybe he's waiting for Axe or for someone to walk up this cliff and die. And that's going to be it. Penguin is going to get hit right now. And a few more right clicks to do the job. There will be a brief stun, but almost non-existent at that point, as Mirana will be down for a good 10 seconds here. And now Angry Testy coming under fire as well. The long range from the Lina and the Witch Doctor are going to come in here. And now a double kill for Dolce Mania on that off-lane Night Stalker very early into the game. That's going to help him out a lot. Meanwhile, up here, we do have Isurus dominating the top lane. Now, it's 5-1. This is very similar to how the first game started out. I don't think it's that Mirana's not the Arrow Lord. I think it's more that Isurus are the Juke Lords at the moment. They're going to brief drain out on Razor. By the way, Mirana, Razor, this is like 6.81 meta. Excuse me. Have we gone so far back with this?
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Meanwhile, a Hand of Midas recipe actually coming out to KVH, so he'll definitely be able to recover off this. A regen rune picked up by the Night Stalker and not even really needed. As meanwhile, Razor will dive up top, take down the Mirana, and be able to do it. Meanwhile, Angry Testy getting stunned up there. Silence coming out on the Zeus, a stun as well. And they will be able to take him down. Lina getting yet another kill. 2-0-2 for DDX, and he'll have that Yules very quick as well. And 10, well, he's going to fall. But still doesn't lose any gold in the process, I believe. In fact, only gained gold off that fight, indeed. As the arrow will come off, a brief stun on the Earthshaker. Jeppins does have a taunt. Oh, he fakes it. He's looking for it. Mirana going to blink forward. Nice cask coming off on 2 here. And they'll be able to kill off the Mirana in the meantime. Very well played from Isurus right there. And Jeppins does have an Urn Charge on him. But Dolce Mania, he's going to back up. There's not quite enough to kill him off, even with the Zeus ult. Yeah, it's 225 damage and magic resistance is a factor as well, so...
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Chinese symbols getting taken down as well. And we'll bring him down. Zeus ult coming out. It'll do a bit of damage to everyone. Do see an arrow into 2 raises from KVH. And KVH playing that very well. Doesn't even have a bottle. Doesn't even need one this game. As Dolce, that is not your base. But he thinks it is. He can possibly make it home. Okay. He's just going to kill himself to the Radiant and spread that gold among the entire team. Angry Testy coming out. Not doing a whole lot though. Isurus still hanging on and still have their advantage for now at least. Yeah, they're holding the gold advantage. Lost a bit of the XP advantage, but they can definitely make it back, and part of that is because of Shadow Fiend's Midas, enabling him to get very quick levels. Of course, you have to sacrifice a bit of your item progression for this item, but you don't have to sacrifice any levels. to pick it up, and it's just going to give you an outright boost there. Meanwhile, KVH, I'm interested to see what he goes for. With the safe lane carry, Shadow Fiend, I don't think you go for the Yule's Blink build. I think you need to build more right-click damage and more physical damage focus, basically. Sure, your ult's great, but you need to do more than that. Now, he will pick up a double damage rune here, enabling him to farm much faster, and he already farms fast enough, that's for sure. Meanwhile, Isurus just grouping up a bit. Nadara doing very well this game, especially by Nadara standards. A lot of people cite Nadara as, well, he's the worst member of Isurus. I mean, sure, but he's doing great this game. 2-1-4, participating in 6 out of 10 kills. Earthshaker 0-4, has his 4 assists under his belt. Meanwhile, the supports of the Radiant aren't doing too great. Penguin 0-3 with 1 assist. And I believe that was just your first blood. As 10 will be able to scoot it. And the Guna Blade gonna come out. They'll take down the Zeus. No ult for you this time, buddy. The power of the gods. On the sidelines for about 20 seconds here.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Meanwhile, I know a lot of you guys have placed your bets on Boreal, but Isurus proven to be the stronger team. Keep in mind, Boreal is basically a team of 5 stand-ins. So, yeah, and DDX, oh, that was a close one now. But he actually, I guess, just guessed how long the arrow was and had no fear. If the rest of his team was in front of him, they could have zoned them out if they wanted to jump DDX, and it wouldn't have been very smart, so. Nightstalker actually just going for the Hand of Midas, making that early investment that's going to pretty much guarantee an Ags pickup later on. Which, the Ags this game is going to do a ton for them in terms of stopping Ags from blink initiating and stopping a lot of those blink initiators if they're just smart about it. And somehow we have 350 viewers and yet no quality options. But thank you guys all for coming out. That's a very big deal to us. Silence and a stun, a mini stun at least, coming out on Mirana. She will magic wand up and the juke to live, basically. As Nightstalker, he's going to get away here. He does have that ult available if they want to engage here. And Mirana does not. She's only level 4 12 minutes into this game. Meanwhile, Razor taking down Lion out of nowhere, and Invaders realizing that there's a Hand of Midas. You know, we got DDX. I mean, he's doing great. He's about to hit that 420 Blaze at level 11 mark. ASD sitting on a mech, as well as 1500 in the bank. And before Blink Razor. He blinks once and Bugattis appear. I mean, Blink Razor could work, but not in this situation. Meanwhile, speaking of Blinks, though, Axe going to come up. Lion going to get slowed down by that target. And nice fissure out on 2 there. I don't believe it hit Angry Testy. And a nice Echo Slam as well, although it won't clean anybody up. Jeppins is going to get hit with the Maledict here, as well as a big nuke. What the heck is going on with the camera? Okay, KVH charging up the ult. They do bring down the Mirana. And a stun coming out on KVH as well. A Laguna Blade and a couple more right clicks. And JDX gets the double kill. Angry Testy on the run now. Silenced up. And he's going to get blasted down, hit down a couple times. He should be able to live through this. He actually will, as there's a triple kill now for DDX. They're looking for the Zeus. They're not going to find him. Instead, Zeus and Night Stalker are both going to TP out. There's a double damage rune over here that I'm assuming they're just looking for. And they're going to end up finding it as well. Hima Marana actually able to bring down the Earthshaker. Finally, she gets a kill under her belt. And this is a hero that is more looking for kills than anything else in the game at the moment. And KVH going to use his Midas, and actually Corticon running after him. He'll now see the entire enemy team coming, and he says, "Oh no. Oh no, you don't. Get away from me, buddy." He's got a Yasha and a Morbid Mask up, so a decent amount of physical damage up on him and some sustainability in the lifesteal, but I think we really need to see something else come up pretty soon, and I definitely think he's going to need a BKB later on in this game. However, while the BKB is going to be good, there's going to be a serious problem. First of all, Razor don't care about no BKB. I mean, sure, you dodge Plasma Field. Cool story, bro. Tell it again. Lena, once she gets an Axe, which she's only 3k away from, don't care about no BKB. Witch Doctor, his ult don't care about no BKB. And Night Stalker, I mean, he's gonna hit you. That's what's gonna happen with Night Stalker. And he's still gonna see you whether you have a BKB or not. I look away from chat for 1 second, and it's all emotes everywhere. By the way, guys, if you're enjoying the cast, don't forget to hit that follow button on the channel. We really appreciate it, and it really helps us out a lot, and it'll help you to help us get partnered, so ads won't just pop into the game at random points, so we can run the ads and say this is when an ad needs to start. It'll help us to also get quality options for you guys. So, I mean, if that's not a reason to follow, I don't know what is. There's not really any other reasons, to be honest, unless you dislike us. And if you like us, that's great. This is a shameless plug. I mean, it is my channel. I'm allowed to do that. And you know what? We can do a giveaway tonight. How about after this we set up for a giveaway of a Immortal Courier from TI. I believe it's Immortal. Don't quote me on that. It'll be one of the box draw couriers. So, one of you lucky viewers will be able to do that at the end of the game. Good point, Black 2. Thank you.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I will say you do need to be following the channel to win, and you need to be in the chat as well.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
But we'll do that right when the game ends. I'll make sure and run the giveaway real quick.
Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Meanwhile, Axe picking up the Blade Mail, going to be very effective against this enemy team. They have a ton of burst damage that they're looking to dish out. And of course, saving up for that Aghanim Scepter right now. Earthshaker's still saving for a Blink Dagger, but they're doing just fine without it. Sitting at double the kills of Boreal. However, only about a 5k gold lead, about a 2k experience lead, which again shows you how close this matchup is. He's seeing a bit of trouble. But 2 minutes left on that Aegis. He'll actually have his Ags in about 300 gold. And Dolce eating an arrow, but It's a tasty snack for him. He don't care. Oh no, you tickled. He's gonna be moseying on over to look for a creep for his Midas, I hope. Any day now. Go to the jungle. There is creep. We're gonna Midas it, right? Yeah, there we go. Took him a little while, but hey. I say one word about giveaway in chat's like, oh my god, you're the best ever. We can maybe even do a double giveaway tonight. We'll talk to Blap too. Yeah, let's do it. Meanwhile, DDX, otherwise known as Tin, by apparently himself, since again, we don't have the proper names for the players in here, but it's whatever. And Tin getting stunned up. But actually, Mirana, holy crap, just gonna get blown up by the Laguna here. And that'll get DDX the eggs. Which, I mean, if it kills Mirana now, it'll only kill her even better in a moment. Because she is quickly approaching level 3. And hey, a 22-minute Ags, Yules, and Blink is pretty good. Now, meanwhile, Vich Doctor gonna take some bad medicine on in the mid lane. Blink Dagger up onto Lion. Keep in mind that that is Boreal's first kill in quite a while. They were sitting at 8 kills, if I'm correct, since the 8-minute mark. Although I may be remembering the previous game. Apologize if I am. Aghanim Scepter now up for the Night Stalker, and just to put it in perspective, this is just Night Stalker's vision. This is what he can see. He just walks on in and he sees everything, man. He sees Shadow Fiend coming. They're not even scared. And they have nothing to be scared of. This is, I mean, this is Night Stalker's Nightlight. His own personal Nightlight, in fact, once he farms up the Ags. And if I can go back to regular vision. There we go. And then get rid of this and that. And good. Sorry, my hotkeys were not being great here. An arrow gonna fly and just connect on a creep. Smarana showing off more than big skills. Still better than me, but and again, DDX just sitting on those regular old boots. Oh, but the bullseye arrow in on Pepita. I mean, they don't even care about him because meanwhile, up top, Axe is getting jumped on. Lion looking for the finger, but he knows it's not polite to point. I'm not going to be able to secure that kill just yet. Pause from Shadow Fiend. Teal AFK 1 second. Probably door or something. You know how it is. And they're gonna assault the racks now. That Ag's on Razor. Slowly just chipping away at the tower. And Chinese Symbol's gonna blink forward, look for the finger. Laguna, though, coming out on KVH, who... he does have enough for a buyback, but ASC draining out the axe right now. I'm gonna look for something. The Dara just setting up and saying, don't come near my team. Get back. Check yourself before you wreck yourself, boys. They actually have a sentry here, so if any of them were to even engage there, they could have got him. But the Murano will force him back at least. They do a decent chip of damage to the tower, but not too much. Anyways, Roche respawning in just a minute. We have Shadow Fiend now finishing up the Manta. Still has that Morbid Mask hiding somewhere, as in the used goods section of the shop, since he sold it. I do wonder sometimes what happens to the sold items. Like, do they repackage the tangos into more tangos? And Roche is about to respawn. Now, unfortunately, Mirana will leave the pit right before it happens. But Isurus setting their sights on it. Now, Night Stalker's vision, oddly enough, does not penetrate the Roche pit, even though Trees does, which I think needs to be changed. But an arrow to fly won't connect, I believe. And as Night Stalker coming in, they do charge up a Shadow Fiend ult, using the tree line to their advantage. Nicely placed there, KVH. And, well, Nadara is going to go down. They take down Lena and the Witch Doctor. They invis from the Shadow Fiend, but he's just not quick enough to keep up with Razor or Night Stalker at this point. Besides, they can barely see the edges. Just for the Radiant team here, he got lucky that they were able to catch the Night Stalker there, but he couldn't actually see him. So, very well played there. The Night Stalker ult doing a lot there. And I kept saying Night Stalker. I meant Razor, but you know what I mean.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
I need to set up another mouse hotkey to do all teams vision. I think I can make it work. Actually, sorry, I'm just thinking to myself so I can more easily switch between different teams' vision on the fly. Taking a look at net worth. Boreal on the verge of a comeback, possibly. And Revo on the verge of running out of liquid. There we go. Now, Zeus did rush the Ags. And I say rush, but wasn't exactly the quickest Ags. Actually, he'll get Yules up in the air and get the ult off in time. And actually does a ton of damage. Nadara very low. Witch Doctor will go down to the finger. And Razor going down to the Shadow Fiend. Oh, Onage now the other way as Boreal are really making a comeback. They take 3 this fight. And all of a sudden, it looks like their team fights just came online. And they're going to take Roche. I mean, Caster not saying anything. Well, what does it look like they're doing, guys? Come on. We're not on the radio. Meanwhile, 16-20. And Boreal making a huge comeback in terms of XP, and a bit of one in terms of gold as well. They still need a big tanky Shadow Fiend, and they're going to get it once he can pick up the Scotty. Which isn't quite there yet, but it's getting there. And Axe, buddy, you're in a bit of trouble, aren't you? Oh, just on low health. Not too low, though. Hey, as long as it's not 0. Doesn't really matter. Most of the time. Oh, wow. It was daytime? I'm so sorry. I feel stupid. I'm like, Night Stalker can't see here, guys. Well, if it's daytime, he doesn't get that night light. I mean, he can hold it up, but it doesn't light anything up like it does right now. I feel like such an idiot for not realizing that. I'm sorry. My question is, does it pierce the pit, then? And I would assume it does. I'd love if he goes and picks up that double damager, and just so I can be sure. Again, though, those brown boots, they're in style, apparently, because they are still not upgrading them at all. Now, oh, he got close, but not quite there. Meanwhile, a taunt off onto the Night Stalker, an arrow as well, and he's going down. Razor hiding in the trees and just saying, hey, I'm getting out. Razor working on a heart, I believe. I don't see any reason to go satanic right now, although it could be alright. Just not amazing. Harry Tessie in a bit of trouble. 2 ults used there just to bring down the Zeus, who had already used his ult. They will use up the Lion, who does have a blink in a few seconds. Arrow not going to connect, though. They're going to back off. They got to pick off at least, which is pretty decent for Isurus, but they need to be getting more out of these fights, because, again, they don't have that heavy physical damage dealer. I'd call Razor more of a light physical damage dealer. It's actually Shadow Fiend. We'll be moving in right now. He's going to turn around and start the drain. And actually takes 112 damage from the Shadow Fiend, but a dunk from Jeppins will do the job. Witch Doctor ulti coming out on the other side. It is enough, though. They take him down with the Maledict. Now Yule's up from the Lina. And a Shadow Laguna Blade, or a Laguna Blade on the Shadow Fiend. Corticon getting stunned up. Nadara in a bit of trouble, and now they're all gonna fall. Earthshaker's still alive, but only because he barely made it back to the fountain in time. Meanwhile, it looks like it's going to be a mid-tower for Boreal. A great team fight, but just not enough from Isurus at this point. They seem to be running out of steam.
Dire's middle tower has fallen. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Meanwhile, they will take down the Earthshaker as well, who was a bit outside his comfort zone, trying to kill off KVH. But not gonna be so much. Keep in mind, though, Boreal, they're not all the way back in this game yet. 22-22, 44 kills in a 33-minute game. They do pop the Aegis at least, and actually turn on the Night Stalker ultimate, which is going to diminish their vision quite a bit. I see a buyback out of the Earthshaker as well. They'll clean up Lion at least off of this, and they're looking for more. They lost their mid-tower, but not the racks, of course. Shadow Fiend doesn't want to fight them, first of all. He doesn't have damage. Second of all, I mean, do we need another reason? Smoke ain't coming out from 3 heroes here. 2 supports and Alina. And before, we have a sitcom called 2.5 Supports. Ah ha 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 ha. I'm surprised we don't have quality options still. At this point, even with 500 viewers, we should have quality options. But we don't, so yeah. It's a little confusing. Earthshaker. Continuing to hit things. He's not made much progression. And I think that's the big problem with the team of Isurus right now. Their supports aren't getting much, whereas Lion's got like a Blink Force. Mirana even has Mana Boots and a whole hunk of gold in the bank. And you look at the Earthshaker, he's like, well, I've got a Blink Dagger. You look at Witch Doctor, he says, I've got an Ogre Club. And that's it for him. Really. They haven't made much money in these fights because it's just not making it much. I mean, they're not making that much money. That's all we can really say about it at the moment, so...
Dire's top tower is under attack. Shadows take us.
22 to 23. We got the reverse 3-2-2-2. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. It's just sad for the Earthshaker at this point. That is a dieback. I mean, it's not an instant dieback by any means, but it is a relatively long death. And now the game all tied up, 23 kills each. If only there was a game of 23 kills to each player. Giving us 230 kills in total. That would be amazing. Blink Dagger up on the Night Stalker. I assume for Blink Initiation onto the Lion, maybe even the Zeus possibly. Also, of course, with the Ags upgrade, he will able to see... What is his vision range? Like, I want to know what the number is on his night vision range. I'm assuming it's 1800, which I believe is the max vision for a hero. But he'll be able to blink in and take things out. He'll also be able to blink to wards. Of course, they'll know he's there, which is going to be part of the problem. Again, guys, we are going to be doing 2 giveaways after the game, so make sure you're following the channel to participate. And Lena taking down the Lion over here with the Laguna Blade. I mean, it's that point in the game where Lion's just like, I want to have an Ags too, and she's like, sorry, no. Psh, dead. Still sporting the brown boots. Boots of brown. Take you all over town. You don't need no other, apparently. According to DDX. But again, Boreal, they've got all their eggs in one basket. They really like having this fat farmed carry that they put everything behind. And that's good and bad. Good in the sense that, well, if that carry can get away with a lot and only die once through a 40-minute game, he's going to be really useful. However, if he does go down without buyback, which he does have at the moment at least, it's going to be a serious issue. Simply because you're not going to be able to do anything without him. And I feel like that's a big part of their problem. Of course, Zeus is able to do a lot, but they can pick off the Zeus. Isurus have shown that time and again. And speaking of which, they're picking off the Zeus. Who would have thought? Now, Axe will come in with the Blade Mail. Earthshaker in a bit of trouble. He does have a slam, and he's going to use it. He knows he's probably dead anyway. Witch Doctor with the ult. A stun out as well to stop the Axe from engaging. But he doesn't have enough HP. He'll be able to blink away. Earthshaker living and fullback. Able to fight another day. And Jeppin's in a lot of trouble. He actually should die here, I believe, to the Maledict. He'll throw out a Blade Mail at least. And, yep, he is going to fall, it looks like, in the end. Witch Doctor taking him down. A great pickoff for Boreal, even though they don't take down the Zeus. Now, in the meantime, we do have Papita in a bit of trouble. He does have that heart, but he may not live much longer. As KVH is coming around, he's going to TP out, but he's not going to make it out in time. As Lion's Finger comes through, and the physical damage from Shadow Fiend is there to finish the job. 70 seconds on the sideline for your Razor. Does have buyback at least. Still, though, not a scratch on the racks of either side. Yep. Not at all. Zeus ult once coming out. It is refreshed and used again. As actually Zeus just kills the Night Stalker right away. Night Stalker does drop the gem, but they will be able to recover it since it is on their side of the map. That refresher going to do a lot for them. I sure hope fullback heads home. He's actually got himself a Hand of Midas. What? When did he pick this up? Melee barracks dropping. Now, two-man call out from Axe. ASC going in. He's got that heart, but it's not enough damage at the moment. They take down the Axe at least. But two heroes still on the sidelines and a Rax down. A Rax down on one side, an Axe down on the other side. And it looks like, well, Boreal, they aren't stopping there. Shadow Fiend gonna use the Marana ult under the tower, which doesn't do anything, if anything. It doesn't do anything, period. And he'll charge up his ult, do a lot of damage there. Lion in a lot of trouble, as actually he'll get taken down here. Meanwhile, a Drain coming out on the Zeus, as Zeus goes down to his lightning enemy there. Razor. You'd think that Zeus, being like the master of all storms, would be able to stop Razor from doing such things, but no. Anyway, Witch Doctor pausing the game. Looks like they need it for a bit of lag. Anyways. The first track's going down to Boreal, but Isurus, they still have hope. Again, Razor actually sitting on almost 4k gold. Has more than enough for a buyback. 2k in the bank. I'm wondering what he's going to pick up next, to be completely honest. If they can kill the Shadow Fiend, though, they're going to get quite the advantage. The problem being, Shadow Fiend has an Aegis, 1,500 gold, a buyback behind that, and still a BKB, a Scotty, and a lot of health to work with. The problem is, he hits harder than Razor naturally. And if Razor can somehow disable him long enough in a team fight, which Razor himself isn't going to be able to do, that's going to rely on the supports of Isurus. They're going to be able to drain enough damage to make a big impact. Bit of a long pause. And guys, forgive me if I seem a little sleepy, if my casting is suffering at all because of it. This is the 5th game I've casted today. Wait, did they not say anything? Oh, they just said pause, please. Okay. And I'm pretty sleepy. That's all I got to say. Anyway, it looks like they're ready to go once again. Double damage now up on the Night Stalker. They're going to try to push this mid lane out the most, seeing it's their weakest lane. Of course, they just lost to Rex. I mean, duh. Still, these supports are a bit weak. Quite a bit underfarmed, although Earthshaker starting to catch up. He's at least level 16 now. Meanwhile, Lina going after Mirana here. Okay, this is big. DDX upgraded his boots into boots of travel. It's a miracle, I know, but can happen. Now that it's nighttime, though, I think that's when Isurus are looking to fight. And they actually should see the Shadow Fiend coming. Yeah, they started to see him there as he moved outside of the darkness, anyway. Meanwhile, let's just take a quick look at Radiant Vision, where they can see that Razor and Witch Doctor are mid, and that's all the information they have. They don't know about Night Stalker and Lina roaming about a bit. Would kind of like to see Lina pick up something a little more damage-oriented at this point in the game. Somebody says, you think the Marines are tired after a 24-hour shift in Afghanistan? Yes, I do. I'm not one of them. I don't have that kind of stamina. I wish I did. But it's not the case. And actually, Angry Testy gonna run right into the Zeus. Where's the gym? I don't know, but they can see him. And actually, the gym is gonna go down for Isurus, at least, as the Night Stalker does fall. And two of them headed back to the base. Lina still sitting around the mid lane. Farming up a bit. It is going to be a Perseverance picked up for her. I'm assuming this is Refresher, and this will help her kill the Shadow Fiend a lot. It'll do 1,900 damage, which will bring Shadow Fiend down to 850 health. He doesn't have any lifesteal, so that's a pretty big issue. Also, Aegis is expiring in just about 40 seconds here. Roche to come up later at some point. There's a smoke picked up by Schneitstalker. And Razor in a little bit of trouble. They will go after the bot tower. Now, Shadowfiend, of course, can't crit the tower, but he does still hit pretty hard with almost 300 damage. And Razor, well, trying to kite around. Nice use of the plasma field there, actually getting a max damage off on Shadowfiend. And Shadowfiend's BKB allowing him to help track down the Witch Doctor. Two heroes about to respawn here as they get into the base just barely. They're looking for the Lina, though. They'll actually smoke, not realizing that Mirana was still nearby. A big ult popped, actually, as, well, Pepita is on the run. He will get hexed up now. KBH in a lot of trouble. He's on about 900 HP, but he's able to bring down the Lina, who'll be forced to buy back into the game now. Jeppins trying to survive long enough. Can he take down Razor? The dunk! It misses! And actually, they'll bring him down! But Zeus ult coming through. Double Zeus ult, actually. Almost bringing Nightstalker down. Mirana and Lion will finish the job, but there's a triple buyback coming out from Isurus. They're not going to let this one go too easy, at least. And 10, looking for one more. He doesn't have a Laguna, but I don't think he needs it at this point. And they'll bring him down. Gem of Truesight on the ground. And silence coming out on KBH. He pops his BKB. Is it enough damage? 260 health remaining here. And, well, they're going to turn around, throw the Nightstalker nuke out, and be able to bring down the Wicked 6 streak on the Shadowfiend. Now, Shadowfiend does still have a buyback. And then some. And he's also 100 gold away from a Satanic as well. Cordy going after the Lion here. And they actually should be able to bring him down. Now, Lion has more than enough for a buyback. In fact, Lion is sitting on 3,500 gold right now. It is daytime, but Nightstalker's ult just came up. So they can get 50 seconds of night if they need it. They forced out a double buyback, maybe even, oh baby, a triple. If Lion decides it's worth it. Mirana ult coming out now. They'll throw some raises to clean up the creep wave and actually pop the glyph here. 154 health remaining. That is deny range for the tower. Sorry, my hand slipped on the keyboard there. Started doing weird things with the camera. But they do at least bait out that buyback from the Shadowfiend. So Shadowfiend's buyback is down. Zeus ult 1 coming out. Now the question is, does Nadara live through a second Zeus ult? Won't have to be answered just yet though, as the refresher is on cooldown. Forgot about that one, sorry. They do have souls up on Shadowfiend at least, which is pretty important, I'd say. I think most would agree. In fact, Shadowfiend only needs about 100 more gold for that Reaver to be done, which we can only assume is what he's going to build into at this point. I don't see any reason why not, at least. And they do smoke up here. The Illusion's going to continue to farm for good old Shadowfriend here. And meanwhile, they do get rid of a ward in the base. Gem of Truesight dropped, and they don't really have many slots to pick stuff up, but Witch Doctor will be there. They're still smoked up, though, moving toward top tower. And nobody's revealed themselves just yet. I believe Lion did to maybe de-ward something while I was looking at the gym bot. They have a Mirana ult as well as a gym of their own. Now Mirana arrow gonna go out. It'll land on the Razor, and this could just be it. But they don't engage, actually. They're gonna back up. Nightstalker's ultimate just saying, hey, you can't see anything out here, man. Hold out your hand. Can you see it? No. Okay, back up off my base. See, Nightstalker, he's a independent offlaner. He don't need no farm. Double damage coming up for him right now on the Shadow Fiend. I'm really surprised they aren't pushing with this. As actually, they'll catch out Night Stalker with an arrow. Blink forward from the Earthshaker. The rest of the team coming around the back end. Night Stalker could be going down here. One ult will come out. They should have another. They have another if they want it. The dunk will come out, though, and finish off the Night Stalker. Jim on the ground as well. And it actually will force Isurus, the rest of their team, at least to back off of this Roche. KBH still having the double damage rune. Should be able to finish it off just fine. And he's set down his Helm of the Dominator here, so he can pick that up. Now, can they kill Shadow Fiend once? Sure. Sure. It's doable. Can they kill Shadow Fiend twice? I'm going to go ahead and say I don't know. Up top, though, Shadow Fiend going to go after the tower. DD has worn off, but you wouldn't really know it by the looks of this tower. The tower's like, that wasn't double damage, and oh, Nadara. The Doctor's out, man. And they're going to have to try to take a fight. 3v5 here. Echo Slam coming in will at least clear off those illusions. They take down the Earthshaker very quickly, and no buybacks are available at this point for Isurus Gaming. I believe, no, Razor doesn't have it. Lena should not have it. And it's Razor against the world here. This is going to TP back in, but it's going to be GG. Isurus fans, thank you for Bugattis, etc., etc. As Boreal will be ordering a new parking lot for their Bugattis this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, big shout out to all of you guys for coming out to the stream tonight. Of course, hop in chat right now. If you're following the stream, you're going to be eligible for a giveaway that we'll be doing in just a moment. All you need to do is make sure you're in chat. You said something. I don't care what it is in the past 5 or 6 minutes or so. And also, of course, you are following Truesight TV as a channel, and you could win. Well, let me just show you. What could they win, Revo? A very own genuine Lockjaw the Boxhound. Look, I mean, look at him. He just wants a good home. He doesn't eat much. Apparently just gold. And, yeah. So, that's your opportunity to prize. Of course, congratulations to Boreal. They'll be well on the road to moving up to Division 1. Isurus dropping down to Division 2 after that loss once again. Again, guys, thank you once again for coming out. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to follow Truesight TV at Truesight TV on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, etc. And SP Revolution 5 on Twitter and Twitter, Facebook is SP Revolution 5 Dota, and also Twitch. I stream quite often. It's quite entertaining, I've been told. And yes, if you guys would just say something in chat, we'll get this giveaway rolling very shortly. And thank you once again for watching Truesight TV.